Hello my dear Scorpio, this is your love and spirituality reading for the time between January 16 and January 31st, 2017 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So if you want to support my channel and my free general readings, you can click the ad in the beginning of the video or watch it for 30 seconds or to the end of the ad, whichever comes first. Thank you. I'm very grateful for your support and for all of you watching, liking, subscribing and commenting to my videos. So I will start shuffling your cards, and I call the divine with love and light, and I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Scorpio viewers. So I want my dear Scorpios to have love in their lives, to find themselves in a loving relationship. I also want you to have creative success and to find yourself walking on the highest path towards your highest destiny. I also want to take the chance to tell you about Mercury. That will be visible during this time, and on January 19 the planet will be most clearly seen low in the eastern sky just before sunrise. Also January 28 we will have the new moon in daytime. So we have a star card showing itself here. Star is about goals. It's also about healing and also about trusting and hoping. I'm using the Witches Tarot by Ellen Dugan, and the artist is Mark Evans. So for Scorpio, the last part of January 2017. So okay. There we have it. So I'll just tune in a few seconds. Okay, so this is your future, Scorpio, and this is your now, and this is the past. The now is probably the last part of January 2017, but whenever you watch this, is probably the exact right time to see it. So the first card for you is Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is some kind of gift. It's some kind of prosperity. It might also be like you maturing or going into a world of possibilities. It's like an embryo, it's like an egg, it's like a gateway into something new, taking the next step in your life when it comes to relationship or taking responsibility, maybe taking another role at work, things like this. It's also sometimes about money coming in and other lucky things. The next card is 5 of Cups. So it seems like this, whatever you got, made you disappointed. It was something that you really hoped for and kind of dreamt of, but it didn't fall out the way that you wanted. We see it's a bridge being made. It's like hopes and dreams and things that coming from one shore to the other. So it's something that you have been probably working on for quite some time, and the disappointment probably comes from maybe you had too high expectations, or maybe the situation didn't live up to your standard for what you really wanted. The next card is Page of Pentacles. So it seems like anyway you keep on working on this. It's like you're not giving up. You still have this ace here in front of your little face. So it's a Page of Pentacles, so it might be an earth person, this, but it's probably you, probably your inner child. And it's like every time you get disappointed or something kind of surprises you, like a minor shock of things going wrong and things like this, it seems like you are bouncing back really quickly and kind of keeping on and having the focus on what you want. And it's also like you're very pure and honest with yourself. Like you want to not compromise yourself too much, or you're keeping your core values in some sense. The next card is Two of Swords. So you seem to try to solve this disappointment by not seeing it, by kind of try to think it away. And with this, we seem that you are quite successful, because the ocean that before was really stirred up has now become very stilled. But in the same time, you have crossed your arms over your heart chakra, you're blindfolded yourself, and you are now just listening to logic. So maybe you wanted to make connection, you wanted to build bridges, you wanted to have certain relationships, and now you have decided, well, I need to live without, or I will kind of try to live without, or almost pretend like you don't need what you need. It's almost like it seems like a straitjacket, this dress that she has, and she's very covered with it. And she has turned away from her moon, her intuition. So I think you're steering a little bit in the wrong way here, trying to overcome disappointment by maybe not wanting the things that you want before. So we'll see how it goes with that. Yes, we have the Eight of Swords here as well. So this is kind of adjusting to the situation. Instead of making the situation adjust to you, you are kind of backing and not having the same demands on life as you had before. You have been disappointed too many times maybe, and now you're retreating into some sort of comfort zone. It's the blindfold again, it's the tide, and not a straitjacket but ropes this time, and a lot of swords kind of cornering you in here. And you still have the waters behind you, and also castle now, so not the bridge but a castle. So it's something, it's like you have almost reached the goal, but now it might be that you can't see it, you can't appreciate it, and because you have restrained your feelings in some way. You have lowered down your expectations, and it's like you can't even be happy really with what you have gained. Because you have learned so much to how to not become disappointed, so you can't appreciate the things that's brought to you. Okay, so the next card here is King of Cups. So it comes underneath Ace of Pentacles. So it seems like you want loving support, maybe from a masculine channel, or it might be that you need to heal your inner masculinity and get in contact with the divine and your emotions. So this is also a caretaker, and it's also like a person taking information from their feelings and making decision out of this. And you can't make decisions from your feelings if you can't feel them, if you restraining them, restricting them, trying to do whatever you can to avoid them. So this is another road to go, to actually opening up your heart center and to connect yourself with your heart and with your heart's desire, and not giving up, but actually taking a more adult view on this by taking the feeling that you have just like information, and knowing then what you want to do next. Like if you get disappointed by a person, you feel disappointed, and you tell them. So that's a more adult approach than to just close off your feelings. The next card is Two of Cups. So it seems like there's hope for a reconciliation with a relationship or some kind of situation that have made you disappointed. It seems like people will try harder to be the kind of person that you want, or you will work harder to actually get, understanding or nice conversations, like with a beautiful exchange that you really tell how you feel heart to heart, so you can understand each other and understand each other's point of view. It's also someone like it's a connection here, like binding your bonds together. And you also have a little bit of eternity symbol on his sweater there, and flowers in the hair. So very beautiful. And the next card for you, very central, is the Queen of Pentacles. And it comes underneath Page of Pentacles. So it might be an earth person in your life that have made you disappointed, or it might kind of show that you need to be very stubborn and relentlessly work towards your goal, even though you might become disappointed. Be really stable, loyal, keep your passion, the thing you love, the thing you want, you still want them. You don't adjust your wants and needs so much to the circumstances. You actually put up goals that you will one day reach them and have them, and not giving up and thinking, well, this is not for me. So it seems like it can be a love affair going on between you. This is Scorpio, and this is might be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus person. And so it seems like you might have got disappointed on this situation before, but you seem to have gotten another chance here in the now. And here you also have number 21, the World card. So this is a card about solving karma, solving issues, by own determination, reaching your goal, and kind of working together with the divine to walk on your highest path. And even if there's resistance, you follow your map and your guidance. And there's a lot of animals here. It's a deer for pride and like taking pride in the person that you are, and a lion that's showing courage, and an eagle that has this overview perspective, and a versatile human there. So it's kind of showing that you need to use a lot of your different archetypes to reach the goal that you have. You can't shut off your feelings or shut off some part of you to kind of compromise yourself into a situation. You actually need to be fully you and have access to all your different archetypes in this situation. And it seems like this relationship is of a higher purpose as well, since this card shows up here. The next card is Six of Cups, so definitely some kind of reconciliation, or actually getting the thing that you haven't got before. So it's like a situation that wants to heal itself. It's like you get another chance with something. It might be a person returning from the past, or it might be like equality being made in a relationship, or that you find a new love, or a new friend, or some kind of new chance here, very beautifully. And it's about sharing equal, and it's about heart-to-heart conversation, and being like able to trust this situation, and not kind of lock yourself in, but actually open up instead. So it seems like you will have a very beautiful end of January here with a lot of love and support. And this Queen of Pentacles coming really central. Sometimes it might be also like a teaching situation, or a company, but probably a person in your life that you kind of consider maybe a wife, or yes, it can be someone stable, like it's a friend, lover, wife, daughter in one package. She's very versatile, this Queen of Pentacles. So underneath the King of Cups here we have a Nine of Swords. So it might be that the disappointments in the past will come and haunt you here in your future, and maybe make you fearful of this new one relationship, or this new one friendship, or this new one success or luck that you have gotten here. So now you have it, you will start fear of losing it. So try to stay with this fear and pain, because it's like you fear this old situation is going to reappear, and you try to be like smart enough to see it before it comes, so you don't have to be so disappointed. But the thoughts that you have like this, if you put a lot of energy into this, it will of course become reality. So if you fear something, you probably will, you know, start to shut down like this. And then the other person will think, well, they hate me, or the person is angry, or and then it's like speeding up. It's like becoming a problem. So it's better if you can solve this and kind of stay with the pain and be with it, and not, and kind of solve it, because what you can feel, you can heal. So if you have sleepless nights and anxiety, try to feel where in the body it's located. Try to feel like if it has a shape, if it has a form, a movement, a color, maybe having a texture, maybe, or a sound, a taste, and if you can also write this down. This is the sword is sometimes shown as written things, or letters or pencils. So you can write it down and maybe make a conversation with those feelings. Ask it, why are you here? What do you want to tell me? Things like this, and try to investigate a little bit what it wants to say. And this is one way to kind of solve trauma, paying attention to it. If you have a friend that's sad, the best way to make them feel more whole is to listen to them and let them tell you their story. Or so this is what you need to do towards yourself as well, to become healed. And the next card here is King of Pentacles. So King is kind of indicating a person taking a lot of responsibility in a situation, also taking power over a situation. And you have the kings here surrounding this Nine of Swords. So I think you can solve this with being rather stable, and try to solve this a little bit with having more self-esteem, with actually trusting yourself a little bit more, and giving yourself a little bit more credit. For female Scorpios, it might be like a King of Pentacles coming in, and that might be like a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. And it's still like this with the Ace of Pentacles here, the Page of Pentacles, the pure earth. You have the Queen and the King here. That's kind of a married couple. And here it might be indicating a marriage as well. But it's something with this, like remembering the past of disappointments. So it might be hard for one of you to move on because of fear of what have happened in the past. So that's of course a little bit sad. But the King of Pentacles is also like a gardener of earth, and you have a lot of earth cards here and a lot of prosperity. So this person, if you are able to kind of take a grown-up perspective on this and not become a martyr and not blame, you know, this love relationship for how you feel, but actually seeing a love relationship or any kind of relationship, actually seeing where this trauma is coming from, and not blaming the situation that's now, because the situation that is now is just reminding you of an old fear. So if you act upon this and become like a martyr, or very afraid and always disappointed and things like this, you will probably wreck the situation. But if you can take a more adult approach to this and be more like seeing yourself, seeing that the thing you fear isn't something that's here right now, you might be able to heal this, and you don't have to repeat it again. So you have a lot of people here in your reading. The next person is a Queen of Wands. So this might be like different aspects of you, or it might be a lot of people in your life. You have a Page of Pentacles. That's usually an earth person, but any like a kind of a pure child that's like very adventurous, willing to explore the world, but in the same time really calm and like very pure and honest. And then the Queen of Pentacles, that's a person that's very loyal, and she's very much giving out to the world. We see this with the World card here as well, that she's like with this unconditional love thing, but in the same time she can be very stubborn and much in her head, and she's very good with money as well, and all kind of material goods. You have a King of Cups, that's usually a water sign. It's especially Scorpio actually, and this is a person that's warm and generous and have a lot of passionate feelings, and they are very in tune with their feelings. Listen to their feelings, listen to their intuition. And then you have a King of Pentacles, that's the gardener of earth. That's the person, it can be a doctor or a healer or a farmer, someone that's working together with the feminine aspects of healing and harvesting and things like this, and also very good with money, and also very stubborn. Then we have a Queen of Wands, that's a fire person. It can be like Aries, Sagittarius or Leo, or any kind of person that's very both compassionate but also very strong and much in their self-respect. It's kind of a person that's love themselves and others equally. So this is not a person that you can mess with, or they will fight back if you fight them. It's like an Amazonas warrior kind of woman, but in the same time very loving towards their surrounding, and seeing other people's needs and fulfilling them. And this is sometimes Aries, and it's a cat there as well, kind of showing on self-sufficientness instead of the dog that's more for loyalty. And here you have the Lovers. So it seems like a relationship that you might have had here is kind of changing a little bit to something else here. That you are taking in maybe the earth person's qualities here, and she is taking in more fire qualities, and that might be that she doesn't want to be she wants to be more respected. A dog is loyal, and it's kind of, you know, licking your hand if you step on their foot. A cat won't do this. They won't scratch you. So it might be indicated that this woman is starting to come more in their self-respect, and it's not going to bend over backwards to make you happy. If you are like a martyr or something, she will require more of you, like from you being more adult. Sorry for my voice. We also have the Lovers here, and it's a lot of love in this reading. It's a lot of disappointment with love here, I think, but here it's coming a lot of Lovers card. So it might be even two couples here, but it might be the same couple as well. Maybe a double wedding, but it's also like connecting with people. Before disconnecting and now connecting, so that's very beautiful. And before disappointed and now like having your needs met and getting this love that you wanted and needed. So it's very prosperous. It seems very lucky for you to be able to have a love in your life, and maybe self-respect and also loyalty is kind of the key, since it comes really central here. And the last card is Temperance. So Temperance is showing that it's kind of a relationship card, because it's showing two people being mixed together here by an angel with a halo, and it's a rainbow and everything. So it's kind of, you are meeting a person and you're supposed to learn from that person and learn from that relationship, and take this experience and be a more expanded person, having more experience, also having more wisdom, having more compassion, more understanding for other people's point of view, things like this. This is the nice side of this. The hard side is, of course, that you meet a person that's totally different from you and probably have their wounds on a place that exactly matches yours, so you really can hurt each other. So love is much needed in this situation, to overcome these obstacles. And you see an angel here and an angel there. So it seems like you will meet someone that's really, really significant, like also with the 21 World card. There's something that's kind of, it was like it's your destiny. It's what I can say. And you see the staircase here. You will step one step at a time, more and more up in this love relationship. So that's when you make the experience, when you like take new leaps and build on the relationship. This is actually the first Lovers card in the Major Arcana, and this is the second. The third one is the Sun. So the first is when you meet someone that you really have this soul connection with. The second is when you start the work. In the fairy tales we say, and then they lived happily ever after. Here it's like, and then the work began, with starting to get to know each other, starting to learn how to communicate, starting to be able to solve conflict, and a lot of other things. Healing yourself is also another important thing. Healing yourself from this past trauma where you kind of try to withstand being without love, and you try to not have your needs. And now this is supposed to heal. Very beautiful. So I will also take cards for you from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. See if we can get some additional advices for you, my dear Scorpio. There they came. We have the Well Watcher here, Wisdom and Power of the Divine. So it's kind of you and another couple, another party maybe is called to do well. It's like you need to learn something that's of utter importance. And sometimes this might be shown as, you know, a conflict or a quarrel where you will be separated. But it's just like you are taking out of the game to reboot a little bit, to kind of digest what you have been through, and also see the value of the other person. So then you are called to the well to be able to get a little more wisdom here. You also have it all in this picture. And the next card you had is the Lady of the Gift. So it's generosity, receiving, and withholding. So it's what you have done here, withholding, and that's kind of not in the Lady of the Gifts world. This is not allowed to withhold your love for someone, but actually you need to communicate what you really feel. You can't always have what you want, but you can tell what you want. It's a big difference, and it's kind of giving you more opportunities if you are more pure and honest, more open-hearted, not so careful maybe. You can take care of yourself but still be open-hearted. Pride is a false sense of self that's usually just keeping us separated. It's much more better if you can really tell how you feel, but in the same time still have demands on other people for how you want them to treat you, and etc. So this is like it's your challenge here to open up a little bit and share what you feel and what you see and what you want, and not try to hide yourself away anymore. I'll also take some cards for you from the Past Life Oracle cards. Let's see what's going on with maybe the disappointment from the past. Oh, we have Asia here. It's a bit surprising, but it looks like a little bit like the Ace of Pentacles. So it might have been like the situation that you have been through has been for your for a high purpose, even though it was disappointment and you feeling maybe excluded. It was a valuable lesson in that that you needed to learn, and it has probably made you grow. But it has also given you wounds, these unrequited love things that coming here with the Five of Pentacles as well. Not feeling loved, not feeling appreciated, not feeling wanted. So it's something with this that you need to learn probably, that even though you didn't got love in the past, you need to be prepared to be open for love in the future, not suspecting that everything will go as it always have been, like that this will repeat itself over and over, because if you believe so, it will probably happen as well. So try to stay open for business here. Try to not just remember this past, but actually try to be, it's like a new chance for you here, a totally new opportunity that will have a lot of prosperity, and it will make you grow in like a really high speed. And so it's like all this that have happened was like pre-written. You were supposed to go through this to evolve. So try to be, if not grateful, but at least accept like how the people treated you in the past, and that it was for a higher purpose. So maybe you will have more value out of it, instead of falling into martyrdom and feeling sorry for yourself and watching out for people. Because with the kings here, I think you will make it splendidly. But this is, of course, a little bit of danger, that you will fear so much what have happened before. But it seems to go all right. It seems to fix itself. Not fix itself, because as I said, it's not happily ever after. And then the work begun. Okay. So my dear Scorpio, I hope this helped and that it resonated with some of you. And I'm also really grateful for you watching this far. And I want you to really take care of yourself now, because it seems like you're out on a bit, like it's something, an old pattern that wants to be resolved here. So try to be patient with yourself, and calm you down when you get agitated, because if you can keep yourself calm, I think you will have a lot of prosperity out of this situation. Okay, so thank you so much, and I hope to see you again in the beginning of February. Okay, bye bye.